Hey, this is Bill Green here at the first day of Overland Expo 2009. You can see happy hour going on behind me, sponsored by ARB and Sportsmobile. We spoke to some great companies today and talked to them about their amazing new products. Let's take a look. We're here with Sergio from BajaRack. BajaRack is one of the newer entrants on the market, and it's a company that everyone's excited about.
This is our basic model. This is the smallest one we make. This is the Mule rack.
And roughly what does something like this cost?
This one retails for $295.
Okay.
So it's very competitive. It's made out of steel carbon with aluminum wind deflector. It comes with the mounts for the factory crossbars of the vehicle. It has a zinc coating and then a powder coating on top of it to fight off rust. And it's a very sturdy rack.
What kind of weight are these things built to handle? I see on the FJ we have an Easy-On Series 3 mounted on it. What about the Mule? What kind of weight can people put on these?
They can easily put 300 pounds on the rack. It depends also on the crossbars of the vehicle itself. For instance, on this kind of product, you can put 600 pounds, but the rack's built to 800 pounds.
Now, these crossbars look like you'd be able to mount like a bike rack or something like that on top of those. Is that true?
That is correct. You can mount Yakima and Thule accessories to our racks.
Okay.
We made them so they're compatible.
Boy, that's really great.
Right now we're putting a stretch net. All of our racks come with a stretch net, so the stretch net is included.
And these ends are custom designed to fit over and to lock onto the sidebars?
Correct, yes. And the good thing about this product, like Scott Brady mentioned on one of his articles, this is a product made in Baja. A lot of the components we get from the States, but the final assembly is done in Ensenada, Baja.
Well, it's great to have it all kind of made locally. There's so much stuff that we see that's kind of cheaply assembled in China and other places, and it's really great to see a high quality rack manufactured here. So we're here with John Gish from Ursa Minor, and we're talking about the ECAMPER. John, what can you tell me about it?
Well, the ECAMPER is sort of the modern interpretation of the Volkswagen Westfalia. Definitely don't claim the idea, just looked at the concept of a simple, straightforward pop-up camper. There's a couple things to point out. One, it's a pretty simple modification. We're using the stock Honda element. We don't do any major modifications to the vehicle. This is the original factory sunroof. So we didn't cut the hole, Honda did all the hard work for us. We've just designed the parts to line up with it. So with those parts, you can stand up here in the car. And as I mentioned, you have room for changing. I'm 5'9", so you got a little bit of headroom still for even the 6-footers. Almost 7 feet long, 4 feet wide. You can see I've got the car open either for pure open air beach style camping. There's also the screened in option, and behind the screens we also have a rain cover. There's also ventilation at the front of the car, so you can get the cross flow. And then within the camper, we've tapped into the vehicle's wiring so that we have LED lighting through the top, both a standard dome light just for general vision and 2 movable reading lights that can come down so you can read at night without waking up the person next to you. A couple little bungees for tucking your towel in, little sundry items, hanging your wetsuit up perhaps on one of the hooks. But super simple approach. The camper goes up and down in like a minute or less, even with, as you can see, some things on the roof.
So how do you get up there?
It's pretty easy. Basically, for most folks, it's hitting me about midway through my torso. So you can just pop up. And once you're up here, you can swing your legs back and out of the road. And then to make the bed up, we have a composite panel that drops into the former sunroof area. And then a hatch cushion goes across that to make up the full-size bed all the way across. 2 inches of foam. It's not your Tempur-Pedic Serta mattress, but it's pretty comfortable for camping. Certainly better than sleeping on the ground.
Right, so we're here with Deanne Moore from Baja Designs, and we're talking about the Soltek range of lights. Deanne, what can you tell me about these?
Well, we originally started in the motorcycle world, and with motorcycles, you've only got 1 or 2 lights, so you've got to have really good lights. And we went from there to saying, hey, everybody needs good lights, not just guys on motorcycles and quads. So we came out with our line of all these lights that you can put on trucks and buggies, and now overland vehicles, which is a kind of a new market for us. and it just seemed like a really interesting segment of the market. So here we are at the Overland Expo. So we have our original, what we call our La Paz, our 8-inch light, and all of our lights have 3-point mounting, and all of our lights have this quick adjust feature that you can adjust and aim your lights without any tools.
Can you aim them side to side or just up and down?
These lights also can aim side to side while still having a 3-point, very robust mounting. These lights aim side to side with just your one bolt mounting. But they do all have the quick adjust feature there in the back on the littler lights.
Now, these look like they're LED. Is that new technology?
Those are LEDs. This is really the latest and greatest in lighting. It is the future of all lighting. Most of our lights are HID. Halogen is of course still available, but we're known primarily for our high-end, very bright HID and now the LED lights. So this light, while not quite as bright as an HID, it really is very close, and I would say within the next year you will see LED lights that are every bit as bright as an HID. They are still very pricey because it's really new technology, cutting edge technology. It's not the same kind of a light that people have on their tail lights. It's not the same kind of LEDs. The white light LED is a very bright and very expensive still technology, but it will be coming down in the next few years as well.
Thanks for watching. We'll be back tomorrow with more coverage from Overland Expo 2009, Day 2.